Hello, my friends. Here we are one more time. We're going to do lesson 31 today, right here. But first, let's go to page 114. We'll do the answers to the lesson 30. So here it is. And then again, that's page 114. And remember, this was the simple present. Now, here was our example. And this is the verb. So we would, or yes, the verb here is need. This is our example. So he needs, notice there's an S on there. He needs a car. The question, does he need a car? Does he need a car? Yes answer, yes he does. Yes he does. Or no he does not. No he does not. Or no he doesn't. And then what does he need? What does he need? Here's your information question. So here are the answers. Number 6, the verb is need, and she needs a job. She needs a job. 7, does she need a job? Does she need a job? 8, yes she does. Yes she does. 9, no she does not. No, she does not. And 10, what does she need? What does she need? Here we have 11. Again, we're using need. We need an egg. We need an egg. 12, do we need an egg? Do we need an egg? 13, yes we do. Yes we do. 14, no we do not. No we do not. 15, what do we need? What do we need? And getting over here to 16. Now we're using want. Notice want is our verb. So I want a car. I want a car. 17, do I want a car? Do I want a car? Answer, 18, yes I do. Yes I do. Or 19, no I do not. No I do not. You can also say no I don't. Or 20, what do I want? What do I want? Here we have 21, using want again. They want a job. They want a job. 22, do they want a job? Do they want a job? And 23, yes they do. Yes they do. Or no they do not. Or no they do not. Also no they don't. 25, what do they want? What do they want? And then 26, using want again, it wants an egg. It wants an egg. 27, does it want an egg? Does it want an egg? 28, yes it does. Yes it does. 29, no it does not. No it does not. What does it want? What does it want? So those are the answers. And now let's go to lesson 31, and we'll go first to page 117. 117. Now what we see here, you can see here, it's lesson 31. And if you look on the board, here we have simple past. This is our yesterday. Yesterday. Ayer. Positive and negative statements with be. Remember be, estar or ser, either one. Be, that's the only one we have. Now, remember this. Review page 63 para palabras que indican el tiempo pasado. That's this. Here's page 63 in the book. So you see, for instance, here's pasado, here is yesterday. And we have different words, yesterday, last week, and so forth. A day ago, things like that. You can see that. All right, so here, what we'll do now is work through this together. You see here we have the simple present, presente. This is your everyday. was right here, singular and plural. Here you have the simple past, pasado simple, and this is yesterday, yesterday. So it's the same verb, it's the be verb, ser o estar. So you remember I am, that's easy, right? We won't worry with that. I am, or negative, I am not. You are not. He is not. She is not. It is not. There's your singular. Am, are, is. Over here in the plural, we use are all the time. Usamos todavía are. We are not. You are not. They are not. And they are, for he, she, and it, plural is they. Remember that. Now, let's look at this. Remember, here is presente, this is pasado. Here we have I am. Here we have I was. I was. I was. Or I was not. I was not. There's your negative. Now, for you, here you are, presente becomes you were, you were, or you were not, you were not. Here, he was. That is, he is your presente, or he is not. And then we have pasado, he was, or he was not, he was not. Here is she is presente. Pasado, she was. Presente, she is not. Pasado, she was not. And then last of all, in the singular, it is becomes it was. So singular, you have was, I was. Aqui is were, but then was. So we have it was, or it was not. Now, if you look at the plural, notice here's we are, you are, they are. Are. Look over here. Pasado, were. Solamente una palabra. So, here, let's just do this. We are, every day, we are students. We are, or we are not. We are not teachers. Here, pasado, last year, we were workers. Last year, we were children. We were not is your pasado. So here you have you were a boy in el pasado. You were not a girl. They were again pasado. They were at home last night. They were not at work. And so they, we use that for all of those. Now, notice here for words, palabras for the presente, every day, every hour, every year, or simply now, ahora. Cada día, cada año, and so forth. Over here, you have yesterday, ayer. This is for pasado. And then last week, la semana pasada. 2 hours ago, hace 2 horas. So when you see ago or last, or yesterday, pasado. Now, give me a minute here. Please go to page 118. Page 118. And we'll look at that. Just a minute here. Okay. So now what we'll do, we'll take the pasado, yesterday, the simple past, long forms and contractions. So notice here, for I was, pasado, estaba, or fui, I was, there's no contraction. No hay contracciones para positivo, para declaraciones positivos. Solamente negativos. So here we are. I was, En el pasado, I was not. I was not. I was not a boy. I was not a boy. I wasn't. So here is your contraction. Was not becomes wasn't. Wasn't. Here we have, now these are the singular and singular here, the contractions. Here we have plural and plural. So here's you were, no contraction. You were not, you weren't, you weren't. So were not becomes weren't. He was, no contraction. He was not, he was not a girl. He wasn't, just like this, wasn't. She was, no contraction. She was not, she wasn't a boy. It was, again, no contraction, but here, it was not becomes it wasn't. Now, here we go to the long forms. We were, there's the long, we were for the plural. And here again, positivo, declaraciones positivos, no hay contracción. We were not, we weren't. You were. Again, no contraction. You were not, you weren't. Misma palabra. They were not, they weren't. And then we have they were, all of it. Notice, weren't. Misma palabra here. Were. Also here, was. We have were. Solamente were es diferente aquí. Otherwise, it's was. Okay? So that's that. Now, all we have to do now is our, where did it go? Here we are. Yeah. So here we have our exercise for the day. And have a look. It says write am, is, are, was, or were. So it's presente u pasado, present or past tense. Here is an example. He was. So it's going to be the be verb. Presente u pasado. He was angry yesterday. She is a doctor, and here's now. Ahora. So this is presente. Here we have this. Look at this. An hour ago pasado. I was at home an hour ago. Here, number 4, see, last year. El año pasado. So they were students last year. That's how you do it, right? Enjoy, and we'll do another one tomorrow.